Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Rico, and today I want to talk about libido control when you first enter the Philippines. The reason I choose to talk about this topic is because of the many expats I've heard about rushing into relationships without thinking until it's too late. To many, that may seem hard, but trust me, I get it. I understand. Stay tuned. Tens of thousands of expats visit the Philippines each year, many of whom are men looking to date or have a romantic relationship with a Filipina. However, there is a potential minefield of mistakes hidden among the thrill and exotic attraction, especially for expats who are more motivated by lust than by long term planning. The stakes are high. Choosing the wrong Filipina can lead to financial loss, emotional upheaval, and even social or legal complications. Many expats view the Philippines as a haven from the harsh realities of their home countries, such as social estrangement, divorce, financial strain, or an older dating pool. They are welcome in the Philippines with smiles, attention, and a sense of genuine desire upon their arrival. When you combine the open, flirty society with the physical beauty of Filipinas, it's no wonder that many expats feel like kings. However, this intoxicating milieu can impair judgment. In reality, what appears to be love could actually be a mix of strong sexual desire, flattery, and loneliness. If left unchecked, libido has the same effects as drugs. It distorts perception, exaggerates connections, and obscures red flags. The basic fact is that libido does not foster compatibility. Rather, it only enhances attraction. Sometimes, what begins as a pleasurable adventure does not develop into a stable relationship. Too many expats commit too soon because they confuse sexual chemistry with deeper compatibility. Even if a large number of Filipinas are fluent in English and watch Western media, this does not imply that they share Western ideals or standards. In many aspects of daily life, the Philippines remains quite traditional, with a strong emphasis on community, family, and religion. When expats enter relationships too quickly, they often discover too late that their Filipina partner desires things they never expected, such as a quick marriage, religious observance, or financial support for her family. Utang na loob, debt of gratitude, and hiya, shame are strong concepts in Filipino society. Because of the support or pressure from her family, a Filipino who starts a relationship with an expat may feel compelled to stay in it even if she's unhappy. On the other hand, the expat may feel manipulated when he realizes that love was only one factor in the relationship, if it was a factor at all. He may feel duped. He may start to discover what's hidden beneath the surface. And that's after studying and comprehending the culture over time, not by making assumptions about it. You see, these subtleties are what you are missing if you rush in. Character is demonstrated via actions over time. It is not something that people wear on their sleeves. Things you need to ask a Filipina you are considering dating are: does she treat others with kindness when there is no gain? Does she exhibit traits of manipulation, possessiveness, or jealousy? Does her love depend on what she gets in return? These characteristics cannot be evaluated in a few weeks or even a few dates. Seeing someone's true self requires months of monitoring how they act in various situations, such as when they are upset, disappointed, or have to make decisions. It's no secret that some Filipinas prey on expats in order to make money. This suggests that the white knight fantasy can be hazardous, but it does not imply that the majority are shysters. You, as an expat, becomes a prime target if you lead with your money or desire. You could catch opportunists by taking your time, physically, financially, and emotionally. When the money or gifts runs out, those who disappear were never there for the proper reasons to begin with. Many Filipinas, particularly younger ones, could potentially be conversing with multiple expats simultaneously, all thanks to the popularity of social media, dating apps, and video chats. Some people do this out of curiosity, while others sees it as a means of securing support or exploring their options. This type of romantic multitasking is simple to conceal. Rushing into exclusivity because of your own desire or libido leaves you blind to the reality that she may still be talking to others, comparing notes, and deciding who offers the best deal, emotionally or materially. Some expats view sex as an indication of emotional commitment. In cross cultural relationships, the two don't always go hand in hand. Rather than out of love, a Filipino may have sex out of obligation, pressure, or just simply survival. Other Filipinas may use intimacy as a way to gain leverage. Waiting to become intimate and observing how she reacts can reveal what motivates her. Does she lose interest when you say you want to wait? Or does she become more respectful and intimate all of a sudden? These things will be revealed when you take it slow. In many expat Filipino relationships, especially early on, the expat holds financial power. This could skew the dynamic of relationships even though it could feel safe or flattering. To secure her position, a Filipina may behave inauthentically by denying her wants, overstating her love, or consenting to things she normally wouldn't. This can only be balanced with time and self control. An expat receives genuine affection rather than performative conformity when he demonstrates that he is not easily manipulated or seduced. Helping and being used are two different things. Early in a relationship, many expats voluntarily provide financial support, frequently as a result of loneliness or libido. They construct homes, pay family bills, and purchase phones. These actions set a standard and raise expectations. In that instance, you become a transactional relationship rather than a romantic one in which she views you as a provider before she views you as a companion. This change is frequently accelerated by sexual activity, particularly in impoverished environments. Slowing down protects your emotional reserves. It enables you to date consciously, set boundaries, and examine red flags. Trying to jump from one intense relationship to another, or investing too deeply into someone who was never committed, can result in emotional exhaustion, bitterness, and mistrust. Many expats leave the Philippines feeling hurt or cynical, saying that they are all the same. However, the problem was often not the women, but rather the expats' ace. There are numerous incidents of expats who sold their homes back home, drained their savings account, or built houses in a Filipina's name only to be left stranded. Some of the money they lose in this venture will never be recovered. These are frequently the result of bad judgment, inflated trust, and libido driven choices rather than frauds in the conventional sense. A cautious, observant approach may seem slower, but it's the best insurance policy. When you take sex off the table, you see things more clearly. You start asking questions about her intentions, such as: does she still want to be with you? Does your personality appeal to her? Are you able to have non flirty conversations without giving off the wrong impression? These turn into a true compatibility test. Controlling your own emotions is another benefit of sexual discipline. You are less likely to become infatuated, desperate, or needy. You make decisions from a place of strength. A Filipina may usually appreciate you more if she sees that you are not merely wanting to have sex with her, especially if she comes from a traditional or religious background. It establishes a serious rather than playful tone. Additionally, it safeguards her reputation in her neighborhood or family, which frequently keeps a careful eye on relationships. This means being deliberate, restrained, and truthful about your objectives rather than being aloof or uncaring. You will recognize the signs that you are Russian if you do some introspection. For instance, if within a few weeks of meeting a Filipina, you start contributing financially, you have already met her family and they are treating you like a son in law. When you start living together before you have even taken a trip or seen how you both resolve disputes. When you are ignoring red flags, jealousy, control, guilt tripping because the sex is too good. When she doesn't reply to your messages right away and you start feeling anxious. When within 3 months of meeting her, you are already considering marriage. Fellas, these are symptoms of an adrenaline fueled fantasy, not indicators of love. Slowing down and making more sensible choices in the future is the best remedy. In the end, finding the right Filipino for you ultimately comes down to awareness, self control, and emotional maturity rather than strategy or suspicion. Controlling your libido implies allowing your better judgment to guide you rather than your lower urges. It does not imply being cold or celibate. Lust can open a door, but only love, patience, and shared values can keep you inside. You and your possible companion can both benefit from the dignity of genuine choice, free from the influence of money, sex, or fantasy by resisting the urge to rush. And in that space of maturity, the right Filipino for you will emerge, not because you chase her, but because you both choose wisely. All right, guys, that is all for today's show. If you have any questions or comments, please comment down below. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, have a good day.